Good morning students, this is Neha Jain from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. Children, today we will start with the revision of chapter number 3, Understanding Quadrilaterals, part 2. In my previous video, we have discussed the part 1, now we will discuss the part 2. So please get ready with your mathematics books and your rough copies. So let's start with the exercise 3.3. Just open exercise 3.3, it's page number 50. Page number 50. Now just see children over here. First we'll solve the question number 1. Given a parallelogram ABCD, complete statement along with the definition or property used. So first of all we'll just construct the figure. This is the parallelogram ABCD. It's A, B, C and D. There are two diagonals joining the opposite points, and this is the point of intersection of both the diagonals. Okay. Now first part, what is given? AD is equals to, children, as you already know the property of a parallelogram that the opposite sides are equal to each other. So AD is equals to BC. So we can just write that AD is equals to BC. Now just see the second part, angle DCB. It's angle DCB. So where is angle DCB? So angle DCB is equal to angle DAB. So you can write angle DCB is equal to angle DAB. Now just see the third part, OC equals to, you can see here that O is the point of intersection. So OC is equal to OA. So we can write OC equal to OA. Now just see the last part, that is the fourth part. What has been asked? That is the measure of angle DAB. Measure of angle DAB is equal to, you can see here, measure of angle DAB is equal plus measure of angle CDA plus measure of angle CDA. So this is DAB and this is CDA. These are both the adjacent angles. Children, as you already know that some of the adjacent angles in parallelogram are supplementary. That means the adjacent angle sum is 180 degree. So it is equals to 180 degree because these both are the adjacent angles. These are the adjacent angles. Got it? Now just move to the next question. That is the question number 2. Just go through the question. Exercise 3.3, question number 2. Consider the following parallelogram and find the values of the unknowns x, y and z. So some values have been given to you and some values are unknown that you are being told to find it out. So first we will solve the first part. First of all, we will just construct a parallelogram. So this is a parallelogram. Label it as ABCD, A, B, C and D. Y is unknown over here. This is Z. This is 100 degree. Okay. And you have to find the value of X, Y and Z. So children, you can see the figure over here. Only one of the measure of angle has been given to you, that is 100 degree. And there are 3 unknown angles that you have to find the measures. Okay. So how can you find out? You can see that angle B is equal to angle D because parallelogram की क्या property होती है? That is opposite angles are equal to each other. So we can write, since angle B is equal to angle D, which is equals to Y, which is equals to 100 degree. What is the reason? Since opposite angles of a parallelogram of a parallelogram are equal. So y का भी कितना हो जाएगा? That is y will become 100 degree. That is the measure of y is equals to 100 degree. Now you have to find the measure of angle x and angle z. Children, as you already know that some of the adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. So we can write over here that is 100 degree plus x is equals to 180 degree. It is mandatory to write the reason. So we'll mention the reason over here. Since sum of adjacent angles in a parallelogram, this is a parallelogram, in a parallelogram are supplementary. Okay. Now therefore x is equals to, by taking the transpose you can see that here it is plus 100. When it will be just shifted to the right hand side, the sign will change. So it will become 180 degree minus 100 degree. So x is equals to 80 degree. So x is equals to 80 degree. Again you can see over here, children, that x and z are opposite angles and the measures of opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. So we can write, since x is equals to z is equals to 80 degree. Reason, since opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Now we can write the measures. What is the measure of y? Y is equals to 100 degree, x is equals to 80 degree and z is equals to 80 degree. So this is the answer for all the three unknown variables. Okay. Now just see the another question over here, children. Just see, it's question number 6. Just go through the question. Now we'll solve question number 6. Now what is given in the question number 6? Two adjacent angles of a parallelogram have equal measures. What has been said? That two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are of equal measure. Find the measure of each of the angles of a parallelogram. You have to find the measure of each of the angles of a parallelogram. So we can write here, let the measure of each of the angles of a parallelogram equal to x. What we have written, that let the measure of each of the angles of a parallelogram is equals to x. Now what you have to find out, two adjacent angles of a parallelogram have equal measure. Two adjacent angles are of equal measure. If you are just constructing the parallelogram over here, that is A, B, C, D. So this angle and this angle are of same measure. Is it clear? And as you already know, children, that some of the adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. That means the sum is 180 degree. So we can write here, according to the question, that is angle A plus angle D is equals to 180 degree, because it is given over here that sum of the adjacent angles of a parallelogram is equals to 180 degree. Now both these angles are equal in measure, so we can just write that angle A, angle D को भी क्या लिख सकते हैं? We can write angle D as also angle A, because these both are of same measure. So that is angle A plus angle A, which is equals to 180 degree. So twice of angle A is equal to 180 degree. Therefore angle A is equals to 180 degree upon 2. When you just simplify it, your answer comes out to be 90 degree. So measure of angle A is equals to 90 degree. Okay, measure of angle A is equals to 90 degree, and it has been told that both these angles are of same measure. यदि एंगल A का measure यहाँ पे 90 डिग्री है, then what will be the measure of D? Obviously it will be also 90 degree. So we can write that angle A is equal to angle D is equals to 90 degree. Similarly you can find for the angle B and C. So we can just change over here. Instead of angle A and D, we will write angle B and angle C. So just see, that is angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degree. So you can just write that angle B plus angle B, because angle B is equal to angle C. तो angle C को हम किससे substitute कर सकते हैं? Obviously by angle B. So twice of angle B is equals to 180 degree. So again angle B is equals to 90 degree. So you can write that angle B is equals to 90 degree, and here angle B is equal to angle C is equals to 90 degree. So you can write that angle B is also 90 degree and angle C is also 90 degree. So angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle D, which is of 90 degree. So all the angles of this parallelogram are of same measure, that is 90 degree. Okay children, now please just move to the last exercise of this chapter, that is exercise 3.4. Just come to the page number 55. Page number 55. Now just see over here. Just see question number 2. Identify all the quadrilaterals that have 4 sides of equal length. What you have to do? You have to identify the quadrilaterals in which all the 4 sides are of equal length. So just see over here. It's question number 2, A part, that is 4 sides of equal length. 4 sides of equal length. So which are the quadrilaterals? As you know children, that rhombus and square are the quadrilaterals in which all the sides are of equal measure. So your answer is, that is rhombus and square. Rhombus and square. Now just see the next one, that is the B part. 4 right angles. 4 right angles. So which are the quadrilaterals in which all the angles are right angles? It is rectangle, that is the answer is rectangle and square. Answer is rectangle and the square. Okay, got it? I hope children that you are getting. Now just see the another question over here. That is the question number, just come to the question number 3. Just see question number 3. So what is given over here? Explain how a square is a quadrilateral. Why a square is a quadrilateral? You have to just explain it. That is, a square is a quadrilateral. Now why square is quadrilateral? Because the square is having 4 sides. क्योंकि square में 4 sides होती, इसीलिए क्या होता है? Quadrilateral. So your answer is, what is the reason? Because it is having the 4 sides. Okay. Now just see the another one. Why a square is a parallelogram? What is the reason that square is a parallelogram? So just see, square is a parallelogram. Square parallelogram क्यों होता? Because the opposite sides are equal to each other. Because the opposite sides are parallel and equal to each other. So your answer is, opposite sides are parallel and equal. So it has been asked, the reason is asked to you कि स्क्वायर पैरेललोग्राम क्यों होता है. तो क्यों पैरेललोग्राम होता है, क्या प्रॉपर्टी होती है? बिकॉज द अपोजिट साइड्स आर इक्वल एंड पैरेलल टू ईच अदर. नाउ जस्ट सी द नेक्स्ट वन. व्हाई अ स्क्वायर इज अ रोम्बस. स्क्वायर रोम्बस क्यों होता है? सो जस्ट सी द सी पार्ट ओवर हियर. Square is a rhombus because all the four sides are of equal measurement. Because all the four sides are equal and diagonals bisect each other. Because all the four sides are equal. Four sides are equal and diagonals bisect each other. That is why square is a rhombus. Okay. Now the next part you can do by yourself. So children, I hope whatever I have just taught you, you understood it well. So please keep on practicing more and more questions based on these concepts. That's all for the today. Thank you.